Can Kilmarnock get in about Rangers in a way they failed to do against Celtic last weekend? And in the end it was 5-0. Offside, the first offside flag of the match against Shota Arveladze.
The assistant on the far side, he was certainly slow putting his flag up, but Arveladze just coming back from an offside position there. Good play from the assistant.
Rangers with something to prove today after a 3-0 defeat at Old Trafford in midweek. Losing to Manchester United is no disgrace. Most teams, when they go there, do. But it was the manner of the defeat which didn't please Alec McLeish. Talking of Manchester United, they're ahead by a 0-0 at Anfield. Ryan Giggs, their scorer. Of course, in the Scottish Premier League, Aberdeen against Hearts is a 4 o'clock kickoff. We'll keep you posted with the early stages of that one in the second half of this one. Gary Hayes' delivery, headed away by Henning Berg. First there, Steve Fulton. Good run from midfield. Determination from Kilmarnock, and it looks to be a much better start from them. Lots of movement up front for Rangers. Arveladze lets the ball run away from him. The Colin Nish pass intended for Steve Fulton. Back from Vanoli to Kloss. And Stefan Kloss looking for an awful lot of time to get that clear.
I think Kloss was trying to start an attack, Rob. Didn't want to kick it just for the sake of it into the stand. Just wielding the ball too long. It gives Chris Boyd credit. They're working hard to close him down.
Rangers passing the ball out of a tight situation. Now a chance for Stephen Hughes to get forward. Offside is given against Michael Moores. Again, it's a late flag. Again, it looks dubious decision.
It's going to be close, to say the least. Good play from Stephen Hughes. So when the ball's played here, I think he's maybe just a fraction offside. Not much in it.
Gary Hay for Kilmarnock. Ricks into Hughes. That's a good challenge by Chris Boyd. Good ball winning. Gary McDonald.
He's took a knock, Chris Boyd, brought from that challenge. Under a little bit of pressure just in the middle of the field.
Vanoli to Moles. Now Emerson. Still going, Emerson. So strong on the ball. Wins a corner.
He's unlucky there, Emerson. He just can't get half a yard to get a shot in. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to drive in behind Gary Hay, but the ball just is stuck under his feet. It won't come out to allow him half a second to get a shot in. Eventually wins a corner.
Chris Boyd still hobbling on the halfway line. More of that in a minute. Arteta's corner, no marking on Lovenkrantz. Shota Arveladze scores. Desperate marking from Kilmarnock, and having done so well for the first half hour, they concede what they think is a very soft goal. No complaints from Rangers.
It's not one chance, Rob, it's two chances inside the box. Lovenkrantz first of all misses the header, but it falls to Arveladze, who's still got a yard of space, allowed to control the ball, and you really can't miss from there when you've got that type of time. Lovenkrantz misses the header, that was a chance. This is also a chance, and there's no way he's going to miss from there, Arveladze.
It's been so disciplined so far from Kilmarnock until this horrendous marking, but no complaints in the Rangers' technical area. It's a goal they so badly wanted. Here's Chick.
More problems for Kilmarnock as well. Chris Boyd having treatment. It's the calf muscle that's given a problem. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. There's a little confab in the dugout at the moment. We'll keep you updated with that. He's going back on at the moment, I think, though.
Much to admire about the finish from Shota Arveladze, past it into the top corner. But it was certainly invited by the home team. An amazing amount of room for Lovenkrantz, firstly. and then Arveladze was allowed to pick a spot.
When you look at the amount of blue and white jerseys inside that 6-yard box, Rob, with nobody closing them down, and also nobody on the post where the ball eventually went in.
It must make a manager pull his hair out. They've done so well for so long, and then to concede a goal like that.
It's frustrating.
Paolo Vanoli's free kick, training ground move. Didn't have an immediate effect, but Rangers still have it. Shot at Arveladze, having score one. Looks to create one, Vanoli back in, and Peter Lovenkrands was about to pull the trigger. John Underhill not endearing himself to the Kilmarnock supporters as he gives that as a Rangers throw. Kilmarnock have it back with Stevie Murray. The home team want to have the little winger more in the game. It's been a very quiet spell as far as he's concerned. Murray to McSwiggan, runs through for Nish. Now Fulton. Stevie Fulton's back heel for Peter Canero into a dangerous area. Kilmarnock are level. It's Gary McDonald with the equaliser. That's a wonderful Kilmarnock move, and they're back on level terms.
It's a brilliant finish from young Gary McDonald, but Stevie Fulton plays a significant part in this. Watch this little back heel. He knows exactly where Canero is, and Canero then hits the dead ball line. It's a good ball. I mean, you've got to say, where's the marker in the back post? You wonder where Fernando Rickson is, playing right back today. But McDonald has a bit of work to be done, but he keeps his eye on the ball.
And it could be a goal which has come at a cost, because Peter Canero, you saw Henning Berg landing on top of the Kilmarnock midfielder there. In fact, it was Colin Nish who was clattered, and he's off the pitch meantime. But no great problems at the moment for the Kilmarnock support, because they've seen their team show all the character in the world to come back from 1-0 down, and it's now 1-1, game on.
I tell you, Rob, it was very much so against the run of play as well. Rangers were totally dominating the game. It's the first time that Killie been up the park for maybe 10 minutes or so. It's a great goal from ball away in the middle of the park. Rickson, as always, I'm sure, was away down that right-hand side trying to play the attacking role. Obviously couldn't get back in time.
Stevie Murray was involved, wasn't he, at the start of that move as well. It really was impressive from Kilmarnock, and well, if they don't take confidence from that, they won't take confidence from anything. But more problems for Alec McLeish. He's had plenty to deal with recently, with just 2 wins in 8. Looking to make it 3 and 9, but it's now 1-1.
I think you've got to remember as well, Rob, McDonald's a midfield player. He's got forward well to support the front guys.
Dindala's free kick. Greer's header. Room again for Canero. Gary McDonald had another chance. Lovenkrands clears.
Again, an incredible amount of space inside the Rangers box at the back post for Gary McDonald. This is a good header. Canero again. This is a good ball in. Hard to defend. McDonald's free again on his own. Too many Rangers players. Hughes, Emerson, ball watching there.
Jim Jeffries finding something to smile about, but that was a chance for Canero with the left foot. He scored a few minutes back, but that time a miscue. Arveladze's pass. It's Lovenkrands. Good play, Greg Shields.
That's good defender from Shields. Lovenkrands is certainly quicker, but he gives it his best to get back in and not allow him time to play the easy pass.
Peter Canero threatening to run riot at the moment for Kilmarnock. He's having a big influence in this match. His delivery for the goal, his delivery again to McDonald with the second chance in quick succession, and thrusting forward from the midfield again. Kilmarnock happy to have him back. Arteta's pass. Lovenkrands against Greer. No penalty, says John Underhill. Lovenkrands can't believe it.
I tell you, Rob, I think the score time made here. It's a great pass, it's a great run. Lovenkrands cuts across. That for me is a penalty kick. He makes contact, he pushes him out the road, knocks him off balance. I can't believe the referee never gave it. He's a good distance away, but his assist is much closer.
Yeah, maybe needed help there, John Underhill. But I think in anyone's language, that's a stonewall penalty, but not given. Moles to Arveladze. Played away by Hay. Kilmarnock can feel lucky about that. They could have been 2-1 down going into the home dressing room at half-time. Now it looks likely it's going to stay on level terms. But here's another chance to see the challenge of Greer. There's the contact on Lovenkrantz, and well, really not much doubt about it.
It's a stone wall. They could not only have been a goal down, they could have been a man down. That's got to be a goal-scoring opportunity.
And then he goes and squeezes out, and Gary McDonald miskicks because he's under pressure. Fernando Rickson is pushing to
8 it was pre-match, and Rangers far from firing on all cylinders.
They didn't start too well. Rob Kilmarnock was certainly getting in about them, making life difficult, but they were totally controlling the game. At the time they lost the equaliser, and that would be the one thing that maybe disappoints Alan McLeish. Once they got in front, they would expect them to go on and kill the game off. But very unfortunate the penalty kick decision. But when things aren't going well for you, that often happens. Yeah. It's a test of character now. You have to go and play well, work hard, and try to close that gap at the top end of the league.
Yeah, Rangers have to forget all about that penalty that wasn't given. It's history now. It's a massive sigh of relief for Gordon Greer, who should have been red carded. And it was huge frustration for Peter Lovenkrantz when he looked up and saw John Underhill sprinting off in the other direction. A dubious penalty given for Celtic last week. A Stonewall award not given to Rangers this weekend. It remains 1-1. Gordon Greer, who must have looked over his shoulder and thought, there's going to be a referee pointing to the spot here, and there's going to be a red card flashed in my face. The yellow we thought was shown to Peter Lovenkrantz. 8 it was pre-match, and Rangers far from firing on all cylinders.
They didn't start too well. Rob Kilmarnock was certainly getting in about them, making life difficult, but they were totally controlling the game. At the time they lost the equaliser, and that would be the one thing that maybe disappoints Alan McLeish. Once they got in front, they would expect them to go on and kill the game off. But very unfortunate the penalty kick decision. But when things aren't going well for you, that often happens. Yeah. It's a test of character now. You have to go and play well, work hard, and try to close that gap at the top end of the league.
Yeah, Rangers have to forget all about that penalty that wasn't given. It's history now. It's a massive sigh of relief for Gordon Greer, who should have been red carded. And it was huge frustration for Peter Lovenkrantz when he looked up and saw John Underhill sprinting off in the other direction. A dubious penalty given for Celtic last week. A Stonewall award not given to Rangers this weekend. It remains 1-1. Gordon Greer, who must have looked over his shoulder and thought, there's going to be a referee pointing to the spot here, and there's going to be a red card flashed in my face. The yellow we thought was shown to Peter Lovenkrantz in the first half was actually shown to Greg Shields. It looked as if it was waved in the face of Lovenkrantz, but no surprise now to find out that it was Greg Shields who tripped Lovenkrantz, who picked up the booking. So Shields and Rickson are booked so far. The Shields free kick headed away by Rickson. Stephen Hughes, Mikel Arteta. Chick, we normally get a half-time interview. What happened to you?
Well, Andy Watson, Alec McLeish very, very late coming out the dressing room, and I can tell you, although we didn't have time for the interview, the match has restarted, that the Rangers management team absolutely raging about the award of not giving in the first half to their team, and John Underhill, not the most popular man, I can tell you, with Rangers management side or their supporters.
Hugh Dallas was getting it last weekend from the Kilmarnock manager. I fear John Underhill will be getting the same from the Rangers management this weekend.
I think you might be right. A lot will depend on the outcome in this second half.
Arveladze. Lovenkrantz was screaming for it out wide. Doesn't come his way. That's good play from Gary Hay. Quick feet and on through McDonald to Murray. Good challenge from Rickson. Kilmarnock still have it. There's a poor pass this time from Hay. Emerson from Moles. Allowed to turn. Lovenkrantz for Arteta. Good goalkeeping from Francois de Bordeaux.
Just too much in the pass from Lovenkrands. But that's a good move from Rangers. Sweet and play.
He was quoted as criticising Hugh Dallas, is that right?
Yeah, one of the papers reported that he did. He did not do so in our post-match interview, nor does he claim he did in the press conference. In fact, he's asked for reporters' recordings, tapes to be presented to the SFA to make it clear at no point did he criticise Hugh Dallas.
And there rests the case for the defence.
That may be on the record.
Gary Hayes cross. Gary McSwiggan there. Kilmarnock have a chance, and Peter Canero takes it. 4 minutes into the second half, Kilmarnock ahead. Peter Canero's first goal of the season.
It's a great strike from Peter Canero, but you've got to say, where are the Rangers defenders? Where are the midfield players? Loads and loads of time to get his balance and hit the shot. McSwiggan does well here with the header, but look at the time he's got. Time and space to look up, pick his spot and fire it low past Stefan Kloss's right hand post. What's the ball? What's on the edge of the box? I think it's Lovenkrands that's involved there. It's a good strike.
It is a good finish, but when you look around at the white shirts, Peter Lovenkrands was standing, Fernando Rickson was standing, no one was getting close to Peter Canero. But it was a top quality finish from the Scotland under-21 midfielder. 6 times he scored last season. That's his first of this campaign. And what an important goal it could be as Kilmarnock 2-1 ahead. And boy was he happy. Never for long though. And at the other end, Gary Hay nods the ball behind. Rangers have a corner.
He won't be happy there with the defender up his back line and his midfield players.
Avaladze away from Murray. Onto the right foot. That came off Shields to Hughes. That's a good challenge from Gary Hay at the expense of a corner, but he
It's a great challenge.
timed it well. He had to, didn't he?
He's got to get it right, and he does. Keeps his eye on the ball. Both young players going to try and win the ball fairly.
Edinburgh has a problem, and Alec McLeish doesn't want to lose another central defender with Craig Moore and Zura Kaznishvili already injured. Bob Malcolm as well is out because of injury. Edinburgh back on his feet. Avalanche's delivery. Back in from Hughes. Away by McDonald. Rickson to ball. Lovenkrands with the flick. Moles can't get on the end of it. Dundala doing the defending. He's an exciting talent, Stevie Murray, if Kilmarnock can get him on the ball a bit more often.
Great quality, great dribbling skills. They also get stuck in for a small lad.
Yeah. Arteta, Arladza, Emerson. Shooting chance for him. Sliced it wide. Michael Ball forces it forward. Canero and Dundala both went for it. Gary Hay couldn't keep possession. Emerson to Avaladze. Stretching out was Dundala. Avaladze again. Emerson! Saved by de Bordeaux. And Avaladze misses a sitter.
Unbelievable. Can't believe Rangers haven't scored in the last few minutes. Emerson's really unfortunate. This is good play from Avaladze. This is the first ball in, good defending, goes back to Avaladze. He picks out Emerson here. He hits this one well, it's a good save, but this is a chance. He does everything right there, Avaladze. Keeps the ball down, goes across the goalkeeper. This is earlier one. Good header, Michael Moles is really unlucky. I think Dindaloo just got a little touch on the ball before it came to Moles.
Michael Moles can't believe that Rangers aren't back on level terms. An incredible few minutes. And if the pressure continues like that, I think we can be fairly certain Rangers will be scoring again. Peter Canero. Gary McSwiggan wanted it played to his feet.
I think Swiggan was frightened to go forward there, Rob. They were straight into an offside position.
A clash between Murray and Rickson, totally unnecessary.
He's got to be careful.
Does he realise he's got a yellow card against him already?
It was very unfortunate, I feel, to receive the yellow card, but when you see actions like that, it's so silly. Just go on with the game, your team's a goal down.
Doesn't seem to affect the way he plays, does it?
It's more important to get the ball and make passes and try and get forward.
Dundala launches it downfield. Berg is there. Gary McDonald against Stephen Hughes and Rickson. And Fernando Rickson getting it in the ear from the Kilmarnock supporters right in front of him. Emerson to Lovenkrantz. Nice touch. Avalanza. Lovenkrantz wants it back. Can he score? No, he can't. It's deflected off Dundala.
I tell you, Rob, that's going past the post anyway. It's a great opportunity. He's maybe lucky eventually to get a corner kick, but really should hit the target from there. That's going wide of the goal. I don't know if Michael Moles may have walked onto it. But his pace takes him into great areas.
It's fast and it's frantic. Can Rangers score? Arteta plays it in. Dubourdeau's punch.
That's good play from the goalkeeper. There's no way he can catch that one. It's a good strong punch.
It's not going to be a quiet Sunday afternoon for him. Arteta plays it in. Berg got his head to it, but couldn't hit the target. Fernando Rickson on the attack. Berg. Michael Moles, lovely touch, shot to Arveladze, must score this time, and does! 2 goals for Arveladze, 2 goals for Rangers. It's 2-2 now at Rugby Park, 18 minutes into the second half.
It's been coming, it's a great finish from Arveladze, but this is a great ball from Berg. Magnificently up from Moles, giving Arveladze lots of time, lots of space, lots of composure eventually. You can't ask for a better finish than that.
He had a good attempt at saving this, Francois Dubourdeau. He got his hand to it from Arveladze, but there was too much power. And this time the chance is put away. And Alec McLeish won't just be content with 2 goals. He wants more. He wants the win. Well, you can't complain about lack of entertainment this Sunday afternoon. With less than 64 minutes played, 4 goals already.
It's a free kick against Berg there, tackle on the back on that one, get him swinging. I'm sure Alan McLeish will be saying now, Rob, let's keep the pace up. We've got the equaliser, as you say, we've got to try and go for the winner.
Gary Hay with the free kick. Gordon Greer looked to get the header, but his former Blackburn buddy, Berg, won it. Moles to Arteta. Good running from Lovenkrantz. Can Rangers hit the front? Agonisingly close, but Peter Lovenkrantz knows he should have scored.
Robert does almost everything right. It's a great run to stay onside, good pace, good composure. Tried to knock it over the goalkeeper. It's a great move from Rangers down that left-hand side again.
Paolo Vanoli with a wild effort at goal. His only successful strike so far was spectacular. Jim Duffy in the studio will remember it, but wild with that effort after Lovenkrantz had this chance to get Rangers in front, and well, it couldn't have been closer without going in.
He's very unlucky. It's a great pass from Mikel Arteta. He lifts it over the goalkeeper, but this just gets too much power on the ball.
Between Celtic and Rangers, it's something the Ibrox team don't want to contemplate. They don't have to though. McSwiggan's cross beyond Greer, who pushed up to join the attack. Fulton, McDonald, Martin Hardy lets it run through to Gary Hay, and now Kilmarnock looking to build up ahead of steam. Peter Canero.
It's a free kick.
Free kick against the Italian, Paolo Vanoli. Clumsy challenge, one he didn't really have to make, with Canero heading towards the corner flag.
I wonder, Rodgers, how long, not that man there, but Emerson, I wonder how long he'll stay in the pitch. I don't think Alan McLeish can be too happy with him today.
Inside the area, the players tightly clustered. Steve Fulton swings it in. And Fernando Rickson had no choice but to head that behind, because Gary McDonald was tucked in behind him.
Good play again from Gary McDonald. Not allowed Rickson to clear it easily. Put them under so much pressure, no option but to give away the corner.
Kilmarnock fans sensing there is still a chance for them to win the game. Fulton's corner. There's the chance. There's the save from Stefan Klos to deny Martin Hardy.
Certainly a chance, no doubt about that. Again, space on the edge of the box.
And how much do Rangers depend on the goalkeeping of Stefan Klos? Again, at his best to deny substitute Hardy a goal.
It's from the corner kick. Hardy getting acres of space at the back post. It's a good save from Klos. Arteta eventually helping him out, because that would have crossed the line.